Dear children, myself Inderpreet Kaur welcome you all for the Physics Virtual Lab. Today we'll be doing experiment number 4. Aim to determine the frequency of AC mains using a sonometer, apparatus, sonometer, weight hanger with slotted weights, electromagnet, meter scale, screw gauge, connecting wire and a clamp with stand. Theory: the frequency of AC mains is given by n is equals to 1 by 2 dl root T by pi rho, where T is the tension of the sonometer wire, L is the resonating length, D is the diameter of the sonometer wire and rho is the density of the sonometer wire. Diagram. So as you can see, you have sonometer, electromagnet and AC supply. Sonometer works on the principle of resonance. It consists of sonometer wire and a bridges A and B. One end of the sonometer wire we will suspend a weight hanger with the help of pulley, and due to the weight there will be a tension in a sonometer wire. The wire we are using in our experiment is an iron wire. The electromagnet is placed right perpendicular to the length of the sonometer wire and connected with the AC supply. Since electromagnet is connected with the AC supply, the electromagnet will magnetize and demagnetize after every fixed interval of time. So if you will consider this as a one cycle of the AC current, we will see that the 2 times the electromagnet will magnetize. It is in first half cycle and second half cycle. So in 2 times the electromagnet will magnetize. So and at some instant we will also find it is demagnetizing. So because of this magnetizing and demagnetizing of the electromagnet, there is a vibration produces in sonometer wire. Since it's an iron wire, so whenever it is magnetizing, it is pulling the wire towards itself, and whenever it is demagnetizing, it is leaving the wire. So that is how the vibration is set. So if you notice, in a one cycle of the AC current, the electromagnet magnetizes twice, hence the sonometer wire will also vibrate twice. That means in one cycle of the AC current, sonometer wire completes 2 vibration. So here when the natural frequency of the sonometer wire at particular length is equal to the frequency of magnetizing of electromagnet, we will notice a very large amplitude of vibration, or we can able to hear a very loud sound. So that length, when we are getting a very loud sound, will be considered as resonating length, and hence we can find out the frequency of sonometer wire as to be 1 by dl root T by pi rho. But here we are supposed to find out the frequency of AC mains. So as we discussed that in a one cycle, the sonometer wire vibrates twice. That means the frequency of AC mains will be half of the frequency of sonometer wire. So we can have a formula: the frequency of AC mains is equals to 1 by 2 dl root T by pi rho. Okay children, so here we have our apparatus. And this is sonometer. We can see we have bridges A and B with sonometer wire. You can see there is a hanger to place the slotted weights here. We have electromagnet and we have a step down transformer. We can see this is step down transformer and we are using 6 volt output voltage. So we will place the electromagnet perpendicular to the length of the sonometer wire. You can see the gap between the electromagnet and the sonometer wire. It should be between 2 to 3 mm, not more than that. So electromagnet should be placed close to the wire. Electromagnet has 2 terminals but no positive negative, only 2 terminals are there. We need to connect the electromagnet to the transformer. So the positive end of the transformer we will connect to one end of the electromagnet, and the negative end of the transformer we will connect to another end of the electromagnet. So as we will switch on, this will my electromagnet will have its magnetic field, and because of that magnetic field there is a force applied on the sonometer wire, and that force set the sonometer wire to vibrate. We have a slotted weights, and each disc over here is of 500 gram, which is of 0.5 kg. Okay children, so before taking the readings, we need to first find out what is the diameter of the sonometer wire. For that we are using screw gauge, and as we know the least count of the screw gauge is 0.01 mm, and before we'll find out the diameter of the wire, we need to check if there is any error in the screw gauge. So for that we need to close the screw gauge, and we need to see if there is any error. So as you can see here, the zero of the circular scale is below the reference line, so that means this screw gauge has a positive error, and the positive error is of 0.05 mm. So in correction we will be reducing this much of value, that is 0.05 mm. So to find out the diameter of the sonometer wire, we'll place the sonometer wire into the screw gauge, and we'll just close the screw gauge, and let us see what is the reading we are getting. So as you can able to see here, so you can see the readings of linear scale and the circular scale. So linear scale reading is 0, and the circular scale, you can see 55th division of the circular scale is coinciding with the reference line. So our diameter of this wire observed value is 0.55 mm, and since there was an error of 0.05 mm, so we need to do the corrections, and hence we will get the diameter as 0.5 mm, which we will convert into meter. Please note down the diameter of the sonometer wire in the observation table. First reading we have to do for the weight 0.5 kg. So first observation will start now. Able to see here on the hanger, the weight is placed here. Altogether this is 0.5 kg. We have to stop the oscillation. We'll turn on the power. And we'll move the bridges away to find out the resonating length. The time we will see the maximum vibration in the sonometer wire. That length will be the resonating length. So you can see there is a sound, a loud sound here right now. To check whether this is the right length, we'll just increase the length little more, move the bridges away little more, so that now see the sound is reduced. So again we will bring the bridges closer. So this is the maximum vibration we can able to see. We'll note down the reading. You can able to see the vibration. We'll turn it off and note down the position of bridge A and B on the meter scale. So bridge A on the meter scale, the position of bridge A is 37 centimeter, 37. And bridge B we will find the position is as 64.5 centimeter, 64.5 centimeter. Please find out the distance between A and B, that is a resonating length L, and note down in your observation table. Please find out the distance between A and B, resonating length L, and note down in your observation table. Okay, we'll move on to the next observation for weight 1 kg. So we will place another 500 gram over here. So all together this is 1 kg. Move the bridges closer. And we'll turn on the power and we'll move the bridges in order to find out the resonating length. You can see the wire started vibrating. You have to find out the maximum vibration. So here you can see maximum, but let me check by increasing little more length. So again it is increasing. Now it is reduced. So we will just see the point when we are getting a maximum amplitude of the vibration. At this point you can able to see the maximum amplitude of vibration. So this is the maximum point you can able to see the vibration. Now we'll quickly note down the position of bridge A and B. So bridge A is at 30.5 centimeter. Bridge B 70 centimeter. Quickly find out the distance between bridge A and B, the resonating length L, and note down in the observation table. So third observation, for the weight 1.5 kg. For this I will place another 500 gram. So we can able to see the total weight over here is 1.5 kg. We'll start our observation. We'll bring the bridges closer. We'll turn on. Okay, now we'll move the bridges away. Here at this point, this is the maximum vibration we can able to hear. You can able to see the vibration. We'll off the power and quickly note down the position of A and B. The position of A is 25.5 centimeter on the meter scale, and position B, it is 73.5. It is 73.5. So find out the resonating length L, the distance between bridge A and B. Bridge A and B, the distance. Note down the resonating length in your observation table. Now let us start with the fourth observation for 2 kg. So the weight suspended to the sonometer is now 2 kg. Turn on the power. We'll move the bridges away. So at one point the sound is maximum. So at this point we can see the maximum vibration. Notice the vibration. We off the power. Position of A 24 centimeter. Position of B 80 centimeter on the meter scale. Determine the distance between A and B, the resonating length. Determine the distance between A and B and note down in your observation table. So last observation for 2.5 kg, for which we will place another 500 gram to the hanger. So altogether this weight is 2.5 kg. We'll keep the bridges closer. Turn on the power. and move the bridges away. Now the vibration started. We have to find out the maximum vibration. So it is decreased now. When I move the bridge closer, now you can see the maximum sound. It is reduced. So this is the point when we are getting a maximum vibration. We can able to see the vibration. We'll turn off the power and note down the position of bridges A and B. The position of bridge A 20 centimeter. The position of bridge B is at 82 centimeter. 82 centimeter. Find out the distance between A and B, the length, resonating length A between A and B, and note down in your observation table. Find out the resonating length and note down in your observation table.
Observation. You can cross-check your readings. The resonating length L for tension 4.9 is 0.275. For tension 9.8 it is 0.395. For 14.7 it is 0.48. For tension 19.6 it is 0.56. For tension 24.5 it is 0.62. The value of root T by L is 8, then 7.8, then 7.9, then 7.8, then 7.9. The mean value of root T by L is equals to 7.88. Calculations. The frequency of AC mains N is equals to 1 by 2 dL root T by pi rho. We will rewrite the equation so that we can able to use the mean value of root T by L from the observation table. So the formula will be now 1 by 2 d root pi rho into root T by L. After equating all the values, the calculated value of frequency of AC mains is 50.3 Hz. Result: the frequency of AC mains using sonometer is equals to 50.3 Hz. Precautions. The wire should be of soft iron or of any other magnetic material. 2. Tip of electromagnet should be very close to the wire in its middle. 3. Length should be noted when the amplitude of vibration is maximum. Sources of error. The wire may not be rigid and of uniform cross-sectional area. 2. Pulley may not be frictionless. 3. Weights may not be correct. 4. Knife edges may not be sharp. 5. The main frequency may not be stable. Points to ponder. Why do we use step-down transformer in AC sonometer experiment? 2. Why is frequency of magnetization of electromagnet double than that of alternating current? 3. What happened to the frequency of the wire when the resonating length of the wire increases? What happened to the resonating length of the stretched string when the mass of the slotted weight increases? 5. Why AC is more dangerous than DC? Thank you.